So how do we do it? How do we make our name a cut above? How do we stand out from the crowd? Marianne DeNovellis here with the 6-Figure Mastermind. We're going to teach you how to make your unique message and purpose be the one that sticks out. Okay, this is a super fun conversation of how to stand out from the crowd. And the funny thing is, there's probably a lot of other people that are looking at this video right now and looking at how they can stand out from the crowd. It's this phenomenon that's always blown my mind of everyone wants to stand out and everyone wants to be unique, which kind of makes everyone the same. I mean, isn't that weird? So what does it take to stand out from the crowd? But first, why? Why do we want to stand out from the crowd? Why do we want to make a great impression? Why do we want to be the one that's recognized and seen and unique from everybody else? Why do you want to stand out from the crowd? Why do you want to be that person? Why do you want to be the recognized face? That's a really introspective question that's worth pausing the video for and writing down. Is it because you want to share your unique gift? Is it because you want to be seen and recognized and noticed? Is it because you have incredible talents that you want to share with the world and you feel like you need to be separate from the crowd in order to be seen and to do that? You want to be the first chair. You want to be the one that's in the limelight in the screen. Or maybe you want to stand out from the crowd because you've got a voice and you see the crowd doesn't and you're willing to go first and take your turn. Standing out from the crowd, I got to tell you, it comes with its pros and it comes with its cons. And I want you to be prepared when you stand out from the crowd to deal with everything that comes your way. When you're standing out from the crowd, you are seen, for better or for worse. And you get to be okay with that. It comes with the territory. It comes with going first. It comes with being the person in the limelight, the person that's seen, the person that's willing to take a stand and say, it's my turn now and I'm taking my turn. When anyone does that, when anyone is willing to stand out from the crowd, they are going to get something called feedback. Feedback looks like either I'm praising you or I'm offering criticism to you. That feedback can take many different forms, and there's something I want you to know about feedback. All feedback is important, whether it's for you or against you, but not all feedback is valid. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say that you are a person that's making a name for yourself in the music industry. You're an entrepreneur, you want to go and make it in the music industry, and you're wanting to stand out from the crowd. And you do that, and you receive this feedback. You know, you've seen this on American Idol or The Voice or any other of those TV shows that you've watched, where it takes huge amounts of guts to stand up there on that stage and just present who you are and share from your heart and share everything and expose your vulnerability and your talents on stage. And the judges always give you feedback. Society is going to do that all the time, no matter what. So some of it's going to be really, really, uplifting and say, man, you were great. You were incredible. I loved your music and I love the sound of your voice. And some of it's going to be like, what was that? You sounded awful. Your voice has this really squeaky pitch to it, and I don't think that's really cool. Both of that feedback is valid because it's just a sampling of what you're going to get from everyone. The feedback that says, hey, you did a great job, feel free to own that. If that's feedback that's like resonating with you and feels good to you, feel free to own that and just say, hey, I feel the same way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that feedback. Now, here's the other thing. If the feedback is not supportive of you, if it's like, oh, your voice is so squeaky and I can't believe that you made it this far and I don't think you're any good, here's how you can approach it. Thank you for the feedback. And you can go one of two ways. I actually really like the sound of my voice. I think it's what makes me unique and sets me apart. Or, wow, if it's not pleasant to hear and it's like hurting your earlobes, maybe I can adjust my tone a little bit and make it more pleasant. You see how I take negative feedback and either way make it work for me? All feedback supports me. Either I agree with it or I disagree with it, and I can still improve no matter what. When you're standing out from the crowd, you're gonna get heaps of feedback. So just be prepared for it and take it as it serves you. So let's get down to business. How do we stand out from the crowd? You are your brand. Whether you're a musician, whether you're a speaker, whether you're just selling products at the store, everyone that interacts with you understands that you are your brand. So make sure that you're doing everything on purpose. your hairstyle, the clothing that you wear, how you stand, how you walk, how you use your words, how you speak to people, how you show up is always a reflection of your unique brand. So standing out from the crowd embodies all of those things. It says, I'm doing my hair on purpose. I'm doing my hair for me, not for anyone else, but for me. I'm getting dressed. I shop for clothes that speak to me. I shop for clothes that enhance me. I'm shopping for clothes that, speak to my truth and emphasize who I already am. I'm not wearing clothes to please anyone else. I'm not wearing clothes to impress anyone else. I'm picking my wardrobe that supports me, that supports my message. Doing that alone, having that authenticity alone, helps you stand out from the crowd because you're authentic to you and not trying to be anyone else. I was super fascinated a few years ago when I saw this, what we have lovingly come to understand is the hipster movement, with the big, thick glasses, with a lot of plaid shirts, with some tight, skinny jeans, with, the hipster hair. Hipster is its own style now because everyone was coming out of the woodwork wanting to be this unique image, and they all picked the same image. So now hipster has its own unique brand that is hipster, which is ironic because the definition of hipster used to be unique and unlike anybody else, but now it's unique but just like everybody else. It really fascinates me. I call it the hipster phenomenon of wanting to stand out, to be like separate from everybody else, but you end up being just like everybody else. It's because that happens when you're trying to be something that you're just not. If you're trying to be something that you're not, you're going to fall into this label. No matter what it is, it could be hipster, it could be goth, it could be depressed even, it could be whatever it is. If you're not true to yourself, it's really easy to fall into a label. The only label that sticks to me is Marianne. Think about this. Think about brands that have made a name for themselves. Think about an easy brand like Nike. You think Nike, you see the little swoosh in your mind, you think athletics. Nike sells clothes, they sell lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, the lotions, the bottles, the lifestyle accessories, whatever it is. But Nike embodies a brand. They embody fitness, they embody go for it. They've even started a recent campaign with people who aren't the perfect fit, model-esque kind of person wearing the Nike apparel, going out and running for the first time, and they're supporting that. They're saying Nike is a lifestyle. It's not just a shirt or a shoe or a water bottle. It's a lifestyle. You get to embody your own unique lifestyle, which means everything that you do is a reflection of who you are. Be in alignment with that. Be authentic to that. Be authentic to the true you. Let the true you be inspired. I have a friend who has this phrase called inspired true you. Let yourself be inspired by that. Let you inspire you, that when you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, you see maybe your bed head or your pajamas or whatever it is. You get ready in the morning and before you leave the door, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am so inspired by me. I don't need to check in with anybody else. I don't need to ask for anybody else's permission for me to be the true, authentic, amazing me, because that's who you are. And when you are that, your unique light shines so brilliantly that it can't be compared with anyone else. You think about a Christmas tree. Downtown Salt Lake City, close by where I live, they have gobs and gobs of lights at Christmas time. All the trees are filled with lights from top to bottom. I've heard that it even takes 6 months to put them up and 6 months to take them down because there's so many lights. Now, each one of those lights shines individually, but it's the combination of all of them put together that makes the unique show so brilliant. One candle on its own shines light, but that unique candle put next to another unique candle, put next to another unique candle, creates an amazing tapestry of light that brings us all together. So allow your light to be unique. Don't be anyone else. Don't be anyone else's style. Be inspired by it, totally. Be inspired by what other people say. Be inspired by what they do. Have heroes, have role models, have all of that. But bring it all into a beautiful melting pot that creates what is authentic to you. And the number one way to stick out and to make yourself an amazing, unique individual is to be a fan of other people. The one that is critical is the one that gets lost. The one that is critical or condemning other people for their different clothing or hair or lifestyle, that takes away your ability to stand out from the crowd. Be a fan of others. Encourage others to do exactly what you're doing. If someone shows up in a crazy hairstyle that you wouldn't pick for you, totally celebrate that. Celebrate the people in your tribe. Celebrate the people that are your fans. Celebrate the people that are your friends and your family. Offer all of that unique love to everyone around you. Encourage others to be unique. That will set you apart, because let's be honest, how many people do you run into like that every day? How many people do you run into who are their unique brand and also celebrate you for your unique brand? Be a fan of others and celebrate your unique differences. Hey, I'm your biggest fan right over here, this girl right here. I'm rooting for your success. So share with me what you're working on in the comments below, how you're growing and building your tribe. Leave me any questions you'd like. I'd totally get back to you and respond to that. Hit the subscribe button and we'll see you tomorrow.